Farmer Green is planting this season's cornfield. The length of the rectangular field is 100 yards less than twice the width, and it has an area of 200,000 square yards. Part A, find the exact dimensions of the field. Part B, approximate these dimensions to the nearest hundredth of a yard. Let's look at a diagram of our field. We have a width we'll call W. The length is 100 less than twice our width. And our area is 200,000 square yards. Area for a rectangle is length times width, which would be 2W minus 100 times our width W. And that's going to equal 200,000 square yards. We can simplify this by distributing our W to get 2W squared minus 100W equals 200,000. If we subtract 200,000 from both sides, we'll get 2W squared minus 100W minus 200,000 equals 0. I notice now that to simplify this expression, I could divide everything by 2, so W squared minus 50W minus 100,000 will equal 0. This will be much easier to solve. Let's use quadratic formula. A is going to be 1, since that's in front of the W squared. B is going to be negative 50, since that's in front of our W. And C will be negative 100,000. Our quadratic formula will be W equals negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Let's plug these values into that formula and solve. So we're going to have W equals the opposite of our B, which is negative 50, plus or minus the square root of negative 50 squared minus 4 times our A is 1 times our C, which is negative 100,000. That's all over 2 times our A, which is 1. If we start simplifying here, negative 50 squared is going to be 2,500. And 4 times 1 times 100,000 is 400,000. Our double negative will make a positive 400,000. That's all underneath our square root. So we have a plus or minus here. The double negative on the 50 makes a positive 50 all over 2. So that's what W equals so far. Let's combine these to get square root of 402,500 plus or minus in front with the 50 all over 2 will equal the W. We now can simplify that square root. That square root will simplify into 50 square root of 161. You could do that off to the side if you need to. And that's all over 2. If we divide 2 into each of these, our width is going to be 25 plus or minus 25 square root of 161. However, if you take 25 and subtract 25 square root of 161, you get a negative width. It doesn't make sense to have negative length, so the only one that makes sense is to have the positive value here. And so this will be the length in yards for our field. Now, our length on our field is going to be twice that, and then we'll subtract 100. When you double this and subtract 100, you get a length of negative 50 plus 50 square root of 161. And then again, this is in yards because it was square yards for our area. These are the exact answers, which is what Part A wanted. Our approximate answers would which is part B, you can get from your calculator. If you calculate that out, that's approximately 342.21 yards. The length, if you calculate that out in your calculator, that will be approximately 584.43 yards, which part B wanted the approximate answers and part A wanted your exact answers there.